into the sky, and it's a terrific crash, ladies and gentlemen. The smoke and the flames now. All the humanity and all the fans is beaming.
Okay, man. Shut the fuck up. No, I'm losing mine too. You fucking shut up.
Lost Dog's not, I don't know, not too happy with me.
Joe, son, how you doing? How are you? How you doing, Joe? I'm a How's things going, man?
This is John. Look at the turkey.
I have Scrib as a friend already before.
Who fucking cares? Fuck him. He can take his commie out and shove it up his fucking...
I remember that vividly.
That's the irony of Mersh. Hollywood tells me I owe you something.
Wait, he's...
And who's there? Are you Don?
No, I'm just having a little bit of water. A little bit of vitamin water.
How many times have I been called a chink and a hook and a jabba and chink and a nip?
So sorry to my world. I am so sorry to my world. This is not fun.
Wait, he streamed the other night and he streamed a replay with Osaka. Him and Kyle were like best friends. It was pretty awkward.
What do I think? I think
Seemed a lot happier though.
I think Jimmernam will not go away. I think a lot of people just want him to go away if we keep fucking with them, you know, or whatever. It's kind of like you gotta like not talk about him anymore. But then that comes off as soft and pussy-ish, and he is very intriguing and interesting at times, you know. So it's kind of hard to leave him alone. But I think he goes to depths that a lot of people don't want to go to. I think he goes to depths that you wouldn't go to, smartphone.
Was it fair that people who are doing a rendition of Howard Stern and Jim Renam and then Opie and Anthony and Kyle on Bleached, right? That's basically what you had. Bad form, or it's kind of weird, you know, you're super fans and you're doing it. And if you're getting fucked with, you're getting fucked with. And from my perspective, we're all kind of fucking with each other because they're going for... Matt put it pretty succinctly at one point when I was over there working. They're going for some kind of this little universe. Go after each other to get, you know, a rise or
a buzz.
People. And then at some points, people started line stepping. Is that from all their perspective, they have a perspective. There, you know, you see what Matt is seeing the world, and you see Kyle as he sees his world, and you see Jimmernam. To say that one person is doing worse than the other, counting the fact that to Jimmernam, crossed, and when that line's crossed, whatever it was, then they're all bets are off on what his behavior is. I'm not going to sit there and judge it. I stopped fucking with him.
Yep.
Not fucking with, you know.
I agree with you right there, dude. That's the reason I stopped, and I actually stopped fucking with him through my channel right when he started giving copyright strikes and community guideline strikes. I said, okay, I'm done. You know, I don't want to deal with that. So I
think it's unfortunate that Matt's going through what he has to go through. I've talked to him offline, you know, when I was in, and I like him. I mean, he might not like me, or he might have some opinion of me, but it's his opinion, man. You know, but unfortunate it went as far as it went. But at a certain point, it's like the 10th time he's doing the joke, I got to question whether or not that his reaction is a part of a bit and feeding into it, or is it genuinely him being upset about what's going on?
You mean Matt?
You can't really kill. Yeah, you really can't kill a guy twice.
Right.
His brother passed away. That's unfortunate. It happens to a lot of people. He passed away in unfortunate circumstances, and I see that's a kind of a raw nerve, and he has to go through his own thing. But any time Jim and M puts up a picture, is it really part of the vortex we're in, or is he really upset that it's happening? I don't know.
At this point, he's probably not. He's probably numb to it. But at the same time, how are you supposed to react when someone's doing that? I don't know. I wouldn't. I guess I'm not in that position. But
should just all stop talking about each other at some point.
So I was on Saiyans, hosted by Kyle, Super Saiyan, and I hadn't been on in a minute. They were talking boring shit. Kyle is boring as hell. He got mad at me. He kept trying to drive a wedge between me and the CEO. Like, if I had to choose between you and the CEO, I always take the CEO. First of all, I'm a fan of the CEO, 110%. Second of all, if I had to choose between Saiyans, Mark Glista, and fucking Cosmic Cam and the CEO, I'll take the CEO all day. I'll take him over all the fools put together. Throw in Jimma and Unbleached. Ugh. At least the CEO, I love him. I love him too much. And you're not going to drive us apart because we got a blood pact. We did some Illuminati, giant owl secret shit, and there was a human sacrifice, and it's just not happening. Your choice is to have both of us together or fucking have nothing. There's no choice between us. We in this together. Half of what I do just to make him laugh. And half of what he does just to make me laugh. So what I thought was going to be really funny was to bring up the fact that Unbleached got signed to Gonzo Network, and he got like a $400 signing bonus. I gotta call it that for legal reasons. And he got like $100 a show. Allegedly. That was the rumor. That's what the last I heard. And everybody's mad at me because apparently Matt had a fucking mental breakdown on his last show, and I didn't watch it. I don't watch anything unless I'm on it. I don't care. I don't have that much free time. I gotta raise a kid. I got kids to raise, goddammit. But he had a breakdown. Everybody's like, Ian, you're defending Unbleached. And I was like, I'm not defending Unbleached. I'm setting up a situation to piss Kyle off. I want to see him get mad. And I was on there with Cosmic Cam and Mark Glista. Now, Mark Glista, I thought he was a cornball when I first met him. But he's proved that he is willing to go with the goof. One of the reasons I love Kyle, he only joined Gonzo because he hated Jim and M. He went with the goof. I fucking love and respect that shit. So Glista, he started out as a cornball, but he's turned out to be like the funniest person on that entire fucking show, especially since Richie Ross left, excluding me and the fucking CEO. We run laps around you bastards. So Glista usually doesn't let facts get in the way of stirring up a good controversy. So I figured he'd go with the bit. It's not a bit, it's spitting facts, but it's an opportunity to get Kyle all revved up, and he did not go with the bit. Neither did brother Cosmic Cam. Cosmic said I was being, my disses had recently been weirdly personal, because I was like, when you talked to Jimmer, you didn't just talk to him, you shouted at him. That wasn't a diss, it was just like, that was more of an honest thing. It's like,
hey, Cosmic.
I really thought they were going to have a conversation. I would love to.
Can you hear me, brother?
Talk to Jimmer.
Yeah, brother, what's up?
All right, let me
all bullshit
pause this for a
aside, all
second.
name calling aside.
So, man, I'm glad that you're here because I'm sure. Oh, no. Do you have some free time tonight or no?
Yeah, what's up? What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I saw your video, and or the video that Belen put up. How long ago was that? Was that last night or?
Yeah, last night I think. Well, no, the night before. No, the night before.
Oh, it was okay. So
that was the night before.
Those of you who are listening now or later, once this uploads. Cosmic was, I guess I'll set it up a little bit and let you talk about it, but
okay.
I love anytime Ian Ellis LLC uploads something, I'm instantly like, ooh, what do we have here? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you guys are like that too. You're like, this is interesting. So I click on that shit, and it's Cosmic, like with a bunch of like old middle-aged chicks, and he's fucking lit, drunk as fuck. I could tell right away. He's like a little bit slower than usual. What were you sipping on? Some Corona?
Yo, that time I had some Modelos. I already had 2 tall boys, and I was working on my 3rd one. I was hitting it a little bit harder than usual. Usually I have 1 tall boy a night. You know, that's it. I don't go hard, but that night I was going a little bit harder than usual. I got a little loosey-goosey, and I was like, hell no. They're jumping my friend Lemonade. I'm going to have to jump in there.
Oh, okay, that's why you got in there. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously the reason, you don't really need a whole lot of reason to go after a guy like Jay. Well, it's tough. It's almost like watching somebody walk right into like a concentration camp or something. Seeing somebody.
Yeah, you just want to scream at them. You want to be like, "Don't go in there."
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, no, we know exactly what's going on, don't we? You know, and they're just sitting there smiling with they're like, no, it's cool. You know, they're just keeping us here. They're keeping us safe till the war's over. And you're like, no, you don't understand.
And, you know, a little part of it is them talking about that girl Lemonade. It kind of bothers me. But then it's the defending of Jimmerman that they were doing. They were also going like, these trolls have been following Jimmerman for some time now. He's been through so much. Misery has gone through a lot with these trolls. And I'm like, this motherfucker right here, hell nah. Now he's some sort of innocent victim. Like, this is bullshit.
You know, it was funny.
They dovetailed that conversation with a conversation about some guy who was being, you know, abusive verbally or physically to some woman. And I was like, well, this is perfect. Because Jimmerman has been putting women in danger.
Did you say ducktail? Life is like
Dovetail, sorry. Dovetail.
No, I'm just joking.
Dovetails.
Dude, my favorite part was when they're like, that one fucking robot, what was her name? Something Monster. She was like...
Space Monster.
Well, you know, I have seen one of Rostog's dreams, and this fella here, he was having about his way with a woman masturbating, and I'm like, oh shit. And your face was like, okay. Okay, so I gotta take the finger herself a little
cheeseburger.
bit. Yeah, cheeseburger was fingering herself, having her way with her vagina, and I'm like, what? Sorry, I can't remember what the fuck she was saying, but it was.
I remember
classic.
when that happened. I remember. See, this was the day I was gonna regret all that cheese reaper stuff I was doing. I knew one day this was gonna come back to haunt me. Looks like today's that day. But that was a bullshit. That was like, she didn't say nothing. Like, her whole, when I went back and listened to it, all she was like, so we're supposed to take advice from a guy who was upset because Cheese Reaper was doing her little masturbation routine, and you missed it, and when you came in, she decided to do your little show for you and your little girlfriend Cheese Reaper masturbating on stream.
She was reaping a lot of cheese that night.
I know, and then what I thought was funny is Bellin said that poor Aussie boomer watched Cheese Reaper masturbate.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
She's in my intro, man.
Hell
Look
yeah.
at her bean. Oh man. Oh fuck. So yeah. Anyways, that was dope. So I like that. And then I love how you stuck to your moral high ground. Like, you know, they're like, you're gonna say, they're virtue signaling, you're gonna say that I don't care about a child being molested as much as you, and like, honestly, woman. No. Yeah.
No. Yeah. I was like, no, I'm not gonna go, well, clearly as mothers you guys have a biological imperative to care about kids more. I didn't go for that. I was like, no, I'm not gonna let these bitches emotionally beat me down with their, like, that's not a point. I am a mother. This invalidates every argument you have because I had children.
You know what I always tell people? You know, yeah, if you can debate, that makes winning an argument pretty easy. But you know what makes it even easier is when you're right. It's like, you know, when you're right,
yeah,
it's nothing. And you were right. So they had shit, dude. You came in there fucking bitch slap it. It was like that meme where they're at the party and that guy just slaps everybody at the party. Then he slaps the fucking kids. Then he slaps the cops. Cosmic was like, "Fuck you guys, dude. Bring it on."
I don't know. I'm a little bit toxic for Lemonade, though. You know, like, Bellin he does a very good job of going on to her show and really, like, carrying himself in a way that he wouldn't carry himself here. Like,
see, I don't watch that show. Like, what's Bellin? I mean, not to cut you off real quick, but just somebody might be at the same level I am with all this shit. So, like, what is Bellin's role over there? Like, I've heard him being called Belly now.
Well, I think it's like Bellin's using it as a platform to, like, go at Jimmerman and kind of dig at him for doxing and Ellis, and then, I mean, a lot of like it's so weird how, and we were talking about it, she keeps winning all these battles she gets getting into with Misery and his friends. She comes out like on top and right, and it's like, you know, Eliminate, at some point you can move on from all this and just go back to doing what you were doing. Like eventually Jimmerman will find another victim, but she just keeps stretching it out, and so Belling goes in there and basically just helps her out with Misery information. You know, if she has like a blockage, or she's like, "Who's Billiam?" You know, he can provide her that type of information. So I think, and he's just a night owl. Billiam's a little bit of a chatty Cathy, and he's a night owl, and she does a late night live stream. So I think that's a major reason why he goes on there a lot.
I like to say the word belly, and it makes me think of that movie. That movie, and then there's this like Robbie guy, like he's gay, right? Gay Robbie.
Yeah.
Now is that like Jimmer's henchman?
Yeah, that's Jim and Ham's new lover man. His new little crony.
His
Is that dude
right-hand
Robbie?
man.
And Jim and Ham's always grilling him about like gay questions, about like how it feels to suck dick and how to cum taste and stuff. Like it's always weird.
As if he doesn't
behavior.
fucking know. Come on. Give me a break. That fucking Asian fuck.
Yeah, how does it taste when that little bit of pre-cum gets on the back of your throat? You know how it gets in the back of your throat? Like, damn, Jim, man, you know a lot about that for someone who
I've
doesn't know.
heard it tastes like pennies, but that's just what I've heard. Oh yeah, Jello jiggling, baby.
So I'm gonna
No,
play a
I
little
mean-
bit of this then. So the people
What do you,
can
okay,
get
go ahead. Play. What
get
is
a
it?
taste of it. It's your video.
Oh God. Okay.
Take your fucking shitty fucking fedora and go eat a dick.
He did, and then to say what he said, like he had to make sure he.
I'll say something real quick about that intro. That chick does. I want to know. Ian Ellis, you got to let me know if that fucking chick knows she's on like. She's probably the most popular voice in this universe.
He had the last word, right? And then block me. Real manly. Yeah, you're a real stand-up fucking guy. Who is Charles and what does he want on here? Does anybody know who this is?
Can you press pause real fast?
I don't even.
Yeah, go ahead.
So does any? I don't know. I had to tell. I think Clear Frost. Does anybody know the Charles F reference?
That's what I was just about to ask you, actually. Yeah, what is that all about?
That's Charles Sonny Fletcher. Dez's dad.
See, I just knew him as Sonny Fletcher. Damn it. I was wondering. I thought it had something to do with the word Chuck. I was like, Chuck, fuck?
No.
I don't know, man. I don't know what
Charles.
that's about.
It's Dez's. It was an homage to Dez's dad. Anyway, keep going.
Dude, I love the Easter eggs.
See, Charles. I think Charles left me blocked.
Backstage, Nikki. Do you guys want him up?
Nope, I don't know who he is.
I'm actually
Charles,
okay
who
with
are
it.
you? Okay, I'm gonna let him up to see what he says.
Yeah, all I can say is.
Wait,
you
I
know.
don't know if this guy shows. I don't
Unbleached says, darling, Nikki smokes more than she does. Or he does, I mean.
know. He might porn bomb us.
Inside, though?
Well, let's
Inside?
look at him
Just
first.
kidding.
Or it could be Jamie.
Are you sure, Charles? I can see you. Are you gonna do anything crazy?
Are they gonna porn bomb us? As if I'm some like UK British troll.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. They're like, be careful, he might porn bomb you.
Nikki, I've been listening to the show, and it's what's weird how you like parallel these two topics about misery and.
See, I thought I thought at first you were doing a character, but I realized shortly in that you were just a little drunk. I was like, oh, okay. I see what's going on.
Misery.
Because I was like, who's this new character, Charles F? I thought you were trying to like stay incognito, a little bit.
Been very abusive towards women. I mean, he's given out the personal information.
We're not interested in
of models online where they could potentially have stalkers.
Just
But
go.
Charles,
And also, where's
Charles,
Darius?
I've never seen any of that.
Where's
No one
Darius?
has ever
Like
provided
how you
me
snuck
with
that
any
one
of
in.
that proof, and I have asked over and over again.
Yeah, I snuck So you that in wouldn't real mind if fast because I sent thought they were you- going I to found kick a way me. to send you
that's what I
by an actress named Gato Susako, where the stream was titled her full real name. And what you gotta said about porn actresses is they could have stalkers. So really, your friend Misery there, he's a real big danger to women.
Hold on. Okay, before you start calling people friends, I know Misery. Okay, when I
See, when you hear, it's like cringing to hear somebody that we know so intimately, somebody tell us, oh, you don't know him. Like, I know him. I know Misery. And you're like, oh, no, not yet. You don't. Soon you're going to know Misery. You're going to know Misery in a whole different way.
again, when I hear about all of these things, I'm not saying they didn't happen. Okay, and I'm not saying that I agree 100% like with everything that he does. No, I don't. But everybody keeps talking about these things that he's done. How long ago did these things happen?
That's what I want to know.
I mean, maybe a year, like 2 years ago or a year and a half ago.
Okay,
but
what
still
has
the
he done?
pathology's there, and it's like
I like how there's a statute of limitations for creeps.
that's what I'm saying. I thought that shit was weird. Like, what does it matter?
Pug says it cracks him up to know that some old Aussie lady was watching Cheese flick the bean. Yeah,
that shit right there is so poetic. It's beautiful.
People who subscribe to me for my bagel guy video have watched Cheese flick the bean. They're probably like, "What the fuck?"
He does this every time he comes.
Go ahead. What's up?
The people for the Gavin McGinnis and Alex Jones video, they like all writers have seen the cheese flicking her bean.
Dude, Bellin has a video. I just saw this today with like 127K views. It's what is it, like a Bam Margera video. I watched it originally, but I watched it when I had like 17 views. You know what I'm saying? Then it came up in my feed today, and I was like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Yeah, he had one that actually got taken down. I wish he was around so we could ask him about it. But there was that 2-part series. Whenever I went after Jimmerman last time, and he went on before me. He clipped that video, and he made 2 different video clips of it. And like out of nowhere, he had like thousands of views on his, and I was like, "Damn, ain't no way I got 300 views on mine, and Bellen's got thousands of views on this one." And I asked him about it. He goes, "Yeah," he goes, "I do it to all the videos. I go around on Reddit, and I don't know." He tried it every time. Once somebody says the word algorithm, I just go, "Okay, I don't understand this." I just give up. I go, "Okay."
He's done that for me.
He
on
does
a few
something.
Videos.
He does that. Yeah, he does that where he tries to finesse videos into getting them caught in some type of algorithm and it gets the views. I don't know. But then he got so much views, and then he got taken down for like hate content or hate speech or something. He got taken down for, like, compared to my video, it was so much like his was on a level 4, mine was like on a level 8, and it's like, why did you remove mine? But yeah, he did something. He got like a shitload of views out of nowhere.
My Doug the Farmer video, he pushed that around. I think he put it on the cringe. Like, it wasn't Doug the Farmer.
Yeah, that's what he does. He does like r/slash meltdown and stuff like that. Or I think it's something like that.
He put it on cringe, and this was the
his wife beating him, right?
Yeah, man gets beat by wife on Discord. Yep, that's what it was. And I don't know, I'll check it out. Maybe it has more now. I don't know. I was surprised though. Just one day I looked at that and I was like, "Oh, will you look at that? 5,000 views." I was like, whatever. It just goes to show you why waste your time putting any effort into anything on YouTube when you can just snag some. I mean, if your goal is views, just snag somebody else's shit, upload it quicker than they can, and then that's it. If you want views, if that's what you're into.
Yeah, if you're farming views, I get it.
You know. All right, let's play some more of this shit.
To a new YouTube community, he seems to be like he makes himself into a cancer, and he just kind of helps pull apart the
Then why
community.
haven't you guys went to the police or whatever instead of calling CPS and saying, "Oh, well, I know he really doesn't abuse children," or bullshit like that? Why don't you guys go to legal authorities if he is really doing this? Stop harassing him online
evidence
and get
of
the proper people involved.
Evidence of him trying to groom children in Discord rooms have been reported to attorneys and other paralegals and other...
All right, so we're gonna skip ahead to where they start getting pissed off at you. I'm gonna find out the spot where they kick you, and then just come back like a few minutes. There we go. But so yeah, well, okay. So since we skipped a little bit, you guys got talking about.
We got started talking about Jimmernam, and she keeps going, "I went to the FBI, darling. I went to the FBI," and like apparently the FBI hit her back up and gave her information. Which now that when I really sit there and think about it, I do not think this bitch went to the FBI.
Yeah, it sounds corny. FBI,
I don't think the FBI hits you back that quickly. I think it takes time for the FBI to hit you back, if they ever hit you back at all. You know, like
She's
they would
probably
call
got
them
a
up and be like,
friend that used to work at the FBI or something like that, or her next door neighbor like knows a guy who's at the FBI, and she just asked them, and she, you know what I'm saying, something like that. There's no.
he took
way.
he took his name and the video link. He was like, "Yeah, Sharon, I'm gonna make sure we look at this.
Right,
Don't worry."
yeah. Oh,
And
fuck,
that was
I
just
wish
it. We're
this
looking
bitch would
into it.
move.
We're gonna keep an eye on him. He just threw it away.
He just wrinkled that bitch up, fucking shit on it, wiped his ass.
So eventually, like I basically, so that goes on. You got to at least get to the part with the cheese reaper. Well, no, you don't have to. The cheese reaper part is my favorite part, which she's like, right, you were masturbating, or cheese reaper was masturbating while you was watching. But so then that happens, and they basically once all logic failed, and I kind of like had them in checkmate, they just turn into like what women do, where they get emotional. They go, well, is that what you would want for your daughter? And just like, I am a mother, I am a woman, and I was molested, you know, just emotional bullying.
Right. That's where we're at. We're going to play that. We'll play the part where they kick you out of there.
Yeah, it sounds like she had a good point.
You sound kind of far away a little bit.
Oh, this is perfect.
Now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. I'm sorry about that. I went onto your channel because I was interested to find out about you guys.
Yeah.
And I happened to, unfortunately, be listening to you, who was very upset that you missed out on the performance of Cheeseburger the night before. And Cheeseburger came in and decided to give you her masturbation.
Hold the
decided to give you your
mail.
performance. Now you're telling me and the other girls
Cheeseburger.
here that we should be okay with that.
I'm not going to be okay with that.
Please don't come in here and dictate your philosophies and your big noted self. We don't want to have to
Big
be
what?
here telling us about your little girlfriends up there masturbating for your pleasure. Get off here. Get rid of me, Nikki.
And we are grown.
I get some support to that. No,
So yeah, let's talk about that before you get kicked the rest of the way. So what did she say? Is your big nerded ass? Is that what she called you?
Yeah. I think she said either big nerded or big worded. I didn't know. It's probably an English thing.
She was.
We had porcelain
is she
in
English
chat.
or is she
and we could
Australian?
ask.
That's English.
Oh,
right?
Australian. Okay, she's Australian. So she's something, some big worded or big nerded. I've been listening to that line like 2 times. I listened to it, trying to figure out what she said to me, what she called me. But I was like, I don't know. So I just had to push through, you know.
But she was like, what she say? She's like, get him off here. Get him off here.
Get him off here.
I want
Later
that
on, she
clip.
goes, he's a dick. It's how she said the word dick. It was hilarious. I
He's a
get
dick.
to retort to that. You don't get to just throw that
No, you
that
don't.
false
Go back to
equivalency.
Games Live.
That's a complete
Go.
false equivalency.
Run.
Cheese Reaper is a grown woman and she consensually wants to talk to me. That's completely different. Defending the youth, defending innocence, defending children, that's completely different.
Can I
That's
ask you a
completely
question?
different.
Let
I'm
me
not giving this girl's personal information out there to be endangered.
Listen,
You can't
listen.
even
Yeah, I'll
equate-
tell
you
you.
can't-
Okay, you know what? Listen, don't talk to me about giving personal information out there because your little buddy doxed me for one. Okay, second of
Who?
all, Jamie. Second.
All right, so let's get into that. Did you know that she doxed her?
Okay, Jamie doxed that girl the same way that Frank DeRosa doxed Cynthia. Like, it was a mess up. Like, I think that she got a letter or a package from her, and she was unboxing it or opening it up, and during the video, she flashed her address and her name. It was one of those things where it wasn't, to me, doxing has a malicious intent to it. Like, you're purposely putting this person's information out there so that
But
people
maybe-
can then go fuck with them.
But she's
Like,
she's either malicious or retarded. So when you dox somebody,
oh, yeah,
those are the two
she
options.
She could have had a boomer moment. Like I said, are you calling Frank retarded? I mean, maybe he's a little retarded, but
I mean, if you,
yeah,
if
okay.
you want to be philosophically consistent, if Frank is, so
Yeah,
is she.
absolutely. Okay, well then, yeah, I can follow that consistency. I can follow that. So yeah, she might be a little boomerish.
Just like,
Yeah,
it's like a dry snitch. It's like, that's,
She did it, and then someone told her, and she immediately took it down, just like Frank did. It was the
almost
same
like
situation.
if she didn't have beef with this chick, maybe she'd probably be a little more careful with doing that. I guess is maybe my point. Like, she didn't take it into consideration.
Yeah. Well, you know, even like Ian sent me that package. I still haven't opened it. I got to do the unboxing for it. But he told me like 2 or 3 times. He's like, Cosmic, don't be an idiot. Don't fucking dox yourself by mistake. It's just people do it. People don't think, or people are just getting ahead of themselves, or they're excited to open a box up and show people what's inside. Like, you know, whatever. But even
Like
Ian
you
was
said,
like bugging me
boomerish.
about
Yeah,
it.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
It's very, you're not thinking. It's very a boomer thing to do. So that's what that is.
Let me do it. Let me respect the chat for a second before we continue. We got Unbleached in here, Pound Road Pug, AOC, aka #1 Unbleacher. Ross Dog was here, but he's got to get some. He's hibernating.
Sleep.
Yeah, they got Nat Crow. Who am I missing? Did I say Russell Cook?
They got Nat Crow.
Russell Cook and probably some other people who are just voyeuring.
It's creeps.
We got the wonderful and talented Cosmic Cam here, sitting with me on a fireside chat. I'm in my wheelchair, and we're gonna continue this video.
Second of all, okay, you want to talk about grown women? We are all grown women, and we are mothers. Okay,
Yeah.
So I'm
fine.
offended. No, I'm really offended that you or any of you guys have the audacity to say that you care more about child predators and all this shit than we do. No,
I absolutely
how dare
100% do. Yes.
more than I do?
Yes,
more
because
than I do?
I'm not
Really?
over here
More than I
defending.
do?
I'm not over here
No.
They weren't ready for that. Oh man, I got to give you props for that. That was fucking great, dude. They were expecting.
Yeah, they
me
did
to
not
just
expect
fold.
me to double down. Yeah, they expected me to go, well, I respect you as a mother and I understand your biological imperative. Nope, I was not falling for that shit.
They fucking tried. They virtue signal. They tried to. They pulled the mother card out, and you were like, "Yeah, fuck your mother." You know, it was great. So I backed it up about 30 seconds so we can catch that.
Second of all, Jamie, second of all, okay, you want to talk about grown women? We are all grown women, and we are mothers. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm
fine.
offended. No, I'm really offended that you or any of you guys have the audacity to say that you care more about child predators and all this shit than we do. No,
I absolutely
how dare
100% do. Yes.
more than I do.
You know what that reminded me of was when Ben Shapiro was talking to Piers Morgan about guns, and he's like, "Are you saying that I don't care about the kids at Sandy Hook?" And he's like, "No, I'm saying that you're a bully." It was
I'm
just
saying that you're a bully and you're standing on the graves of dead children.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, absolutely.
How dare
It had
you.
a quickness to it like that.
It was almost like that British bitch should have been like, "How dare you? How dare?" I think she actually does say that. Let me see.
Back it up. I think she says how dare you. I'm not
Really?
over here defending.
Says it in a minute.
I'm not over here defending.
No.
Get rid of him, Nikki, please. Please.
No, I'm not gonna fucking answer that bullshit. How dare you?
You have no idea.
Yeah,
what
right
these
there, right
guys
there,
are.
bro.
Please get rid of him. We've been watching them
The
for a
British
while.
chick didn't say
Please,
it.
get
That Nikki bitch did. Listen.
Please, no, I'm not gonna fucking listen to that bullshit. How fucking dare you?
You have no idea what these guys are. Please get rid of him. We've been watching them for a while. Please get rid of him. He's a dick.
How dare
Can
you
you
stay?
guys bring Amy back? I'm sorry.
Yeah, hold
I'm
on.
sorry,
Pause
not
it.
sent the request yet.
I love this clip.
Like, I don't think I've ever in my real life had anybody genuinely go, how do you think you have the audacity? Like, I don't think anybody's ever really used that word against me.
No, these bitches did. They're so. Oh, it's like all they do is drink wine and like talk to each other while they're in a bar. I can just see the whole scene with these chicks. Like, they're probably divorced and get alimony and I just
when Lemonade was like having one of her breakdowns because Jim Renee was like attacking her kids and threatening her life, like if you were reading the chat log as it went by, it was just like there was some woman in there like, "Girl, Lemonade, I'm so sorry. I wish I could be there with you with nice warm blankets and some movies and lots of junk food and ice cream and wine." And I'm just, I remember I screen capped it and I went to Helen DeKeller's Discord and I was like, this has to be a troll. This can't, like, that person cannot actually exist. Like, this living, walking Facebook meme cannot actually be a person in the planet with me. And he was like, dude, I wish it was a troll.
Lesbian. They turn like so lesbo after like 30. They just, I don't know. I don't understand it. Like they all get like a little bit too feminine, too much estrogen or some shit going on. I don't know. I don't like it.
And it's just like the way they argue with each other is beautiful. Like I can't sit by and like take it seriously. That's why like I'm not good. I'm good and not good for Lemonade in our show. But like the way they speak to each other is just the way we as men and as like on our community, we would never speak to each other. They say things like, you know, and Clickbait was doing a stream about me while my sister was giving birth, and I was just like, I would never add that. Like,
Ross might do that. Ross might say that. Come on.
And then one girl was like, Jamie, you were going on and on doing a 5-hour stream about me while my dog was having a seizure, and I'm just like, what is this? And what Bellin says is we never play the sympathy card with us. Like they're trying to out sympathy each other in their life situation, and we would never do that. Like I told Bellin, like, could you imagine CEO being like, Clickbait, just shut the fuck up, bro. I just found out my hamster has diabetes. Like we would rag on that nigga for hours about that shit.
Yeah.
He could never get away with saying no shit like that to us.
Imagine the CEO breaking down, crying, having an emotional response to some animal being killed in Africa or some shit. Like I could see them doing that kind of shit. Like they probably all were like jumping on the Harambe train, you know.
That little pug is in the chat going, CEO, I wish I could come over, bring some fried chicken, some MMA DVDs, and just hang out with you.
Let me just get the dingo over there, and I'll ride over there, and you know I'll kick
How
over
dare
some...
you?
What's
How
a New
dare you
Zealand
talk
beer?
about that diabetic gerbil? No one cares about gerbils as much as I do.
Oh, mate, you gotta cut the fucking gerbil's feet off. Oh, it's a sad day. Maybe we can get him some prosthetics. Like, I've actually talked to Pound Road Pug. He's such a positive, upbeat guy.
Is he
He's
like...
usually real fucking drunk, though, when I talk to him. But he's still, like, you know, like these foreigners, they can handle it. I don't know, they get a little less articulate, but they're so fancy and articulate already, the way they talk, that when they get drunk, it's not that big of a deal. We're used to fucking piss drunk redneck shit kickers.
Yeah, they get a little bit. They can hold it together a little bit better. It's like what we have in America is we have like a competition drinking culture, whereas not everywhere is like that. People are drinking and you let them drink what they want. Whereas like we'll walk around and going, "You still on that same beer, pussy?" You know, like we want each other to like drink in excess. It's a part of like the American culture, and it's really big in college.
It's like we drive a lot. Like we drive probably more than any other person, you know, other people on Earth.
Hell
capita. So like a lot of these people in these other countries, they hardly ever drive. Like they live in cities and that's it. And then, you know, so everything, you know, you can walk anywhere. You got to get, like, for instance, like a place like Venice. I mean, that's a extreme.
You can ride a bike or be on a
I mean, there's
motorbike.
I don't think there's no cars at all there. It's like a sinking city. So like they get drunk all day, but since they do it all day, and it goes back to a time like the whole like Europe period, like it goes back to a time when people trusted beer better than water or wine.
Than water, yeah.
You know, 'cause
people just stayed drunk.
Right, yeah.
People stayed fucking hammered.
But since you're growing up in that culture, it's no different than like, you know, having olive oil at the table. It's not like I don't know. And you're not driving, so like the effects of it are way less, I guess. I don't know.
But imagine like working for 8 hours and your boss is just slowly getting shit faced.
I think I knew a guy that ran a landscaping company, and he did some other shit too though. And dude, he's an old fat fuck, and he'd get pissed. He'd drink like a pint of Jack as soon as he got up, just a pint, you know, just for like breakfast.
Jesus.
And then
fuck his liver.
By lunch, he'd have a fifth. And he'd pour like half and half, you know, Coke, and then he'd drink a little bit of it and just keep topping it off with Jack until he was drinking it straight. And by the time it was like fucking 4:30, 5 o'clock, dude, he was just, because he didn't drive, he already had his license yanked, but he had all the equipment. And these guys were dude, it was bad. He'd be singing in the truck. Oh my god. I only knew the guy because I sold weed to one of the guys that worked for him.
Oh, God. It's like that Louis C.K. bit. Wouldn't it just be great to be a drunk? You know, but like the Louis C.K. bit is like, I would fall asleep. That's how it happens when I drink. If I start drinking, like, how can you drink a pint of Jack in the morning and not fall asleep by noon? Like,
oh, I'd be done, dude. I would. First of all, I'd be sick. I would, because like if I don't have anything in my stomach when I'm drinking, it's over, dude. First of all, I get wasted and I'll get sick. Just like the thought of drinking, especially hard liquor in the morning, fuck that, dude. I don't know how anybody does it. Like I know, like people tell me they drink a beer in the shower. You know, beers, whatever. I guess you could do that, but I guess that's just to take the edge off of like being hungover from the night before.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, I could maybe see a beer in the morning, like if you're hungover, maybe. But I don't know. I just always drink a lot of water. But slowly but surely, my hangovers have been getting way worse. Like I used to bounce back from them a lot easier. I'm getting a little bit older, and I wake up every time I get hungover. I wake up a little bit more dehydrated.
Yeah. I think I'm better now. I don't get them as bad if I ever drink. Like if I'm drinking on stream here and there, I'll have like 5 or 6 shots. Like in an hour, that's hour and a half. That's pretty. That'll fuck
heavy.
me up. Yeah, that'll fuck me up. So
that's like the problem with the weed smokers is we don't really transition to like drinking well. We drink too quickly, I think.
But that's the thing is I'm better. Like I would have probably taken 10 or 12, and hardly drank anything when I was like 19, 20, 21.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And so now my hangovers, I can put it on cruise control a lot better now. Like I don't know, just I started drinking like 2 years ago a little bit more, just here and there, because I used to not be able to drink. I got to a point where I couldn't even, like if we were at a party and I started drinking, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm not feeling so good, guys, sorry. Like you said, I would get fucked up, like where I'm fucked. Now I can handle it. Good mixed drink.
Yeah, it just depends. Like cheap liquor, always like just the taste of cheap liquor makes me feel sick. I think because I've coupled experiences of getting sick off of cheap liquor with the smell of it. So when I smell it, I'm like, ugh.
Oh, so Helen, what do you want to do? Get on here and show your fucking pecker? By the way, that was a great Hostbusters bomb. I wish we could watch that, but we can't. You fucker. That was hilarious. Did you see that, Cosmic?
No, what happened?
So Hostbusters was doing what was it? StreamYard on his stream, and he's like, "Oh, look who we got here!" And I can't remember what the name was. It was somebody. It was just I think it was Belland. Yeah, it was Belland. And so he's like, Belland, let's get you on here. And then he's like shaking his dick. He's doing like fucking naked jumping jacks. And Sam Hill's having a conniption fit. It was hilarious, bro. I wish I could fucking... Oh, man. He's like, get him off here. He's one of my haters. And you just see his dick flopping up and down.
Who was it?
Helen DeKellar. Dude, he's ill, bro. He's on another level. I love him. What you smoking on, meth?
Sorry. Why did he think it was Belland?
Because he put his name in there. You know how you have to type your name in? He typed it in as Belland. And he kept doing it. He got on there like 3 or 4 different times, and he's like, "Should I answer it?" Sam's like, "Yeah, go ahead. I'd love to take another caller or whatever." And then it's just him flopping up and down, pinching his penis and yanking on his. Oh, dude, it was brutal. So the Hostbusters has that stream up if you guys want to see it, but it's unlisted. It's so fucking funny, dude. Sam's like, "Get it off there. It's disgusting." I can't do a good Sam Hill when he's because he was serious.
No, you do a great Hostbusters though. I love it.
I got my Sam Hill down pretty good the other day. What did I say? I had I said, Frank was talking about going down to Florida. He's like, "I'm thinking about taking a cruise with Ross Dog," and I'm like, "Oh," and I was like, "Well, you're not gonna take me, General?" And something like that. I was like, and then the whole time he was talking, I was like, "Yeah, you're not gonna take me." All right, whatever. Dude, when he does that, Sam Hill does that. I call him Sammy Steamroller when he does that. You can't fucking get.
When he laughs like that.
Yeah, you can't, because if you're about to if he rips you a new one and then you're about to retort, he'll just laugh and breathe in and out like that until nobody can hear what the hell you're saying.
He fucks up the timing and the flow.
Oh yeah. It's like a shell. It's like how Joe Frazier had that shell defense when he'd come in to fight. He'd tuck him down and come up. Fucking Sam Hill's got that little giggle.
He'll hit you with that fucking giggle.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I haven't checked out any of the Hostbuster Sam Hill show. I need to start checking it out. Apparently, I'm fucking missing out.
Did you see the Kyle clip where he tries to take a drink out of his microphone?
That's pretty bad, man. That clip is pretty fucking. When was that? Was that recently? Like last night?
A couple days ago, I think. Yeah. I'll play it right now.
Hey, what's up, Rex?
What I'm curious of is how do you come across these things?
I subscribe to the LLC, and then I get a lot of shit from him. This one I got from him, but yeah, I don't know. I watch Kyle every once in a while here and there. If I see if nothing's going on, I'll type in Sane's stream, and see what he's up to.
Yeah.
Read the chat, see if anything wild's happened. But
he's usually streaming more often than not, really.
Well, his feature price is $17 a day. But I can't make fun of that because I'm doing this right now for free. That's one thing I can't do. I'd like to rip him for that. But however, I'm not charging. It's Joe Sports. What's going on, my man?
How are you, buddy?
Hey, man. How you been, man? I heard you were macking on a chick the other day. This chick from Brooklyn.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
I was just talking. She's a nice girl. She was asking about relationships and all that. I'll take her for a nice dinner, nice 2.5-inch of ribeye steak,
Give her all
Iranian queen.
I don't know who that is. I don't know. Where's she from exactly?
I think she's from Brooklyn, but her people are from Iran.
That's good. She kind of looks Iranian, so.
Do the Lebanese and the Iranians get along?
Yeah, there's, unfortunately, the Middle East, man, it's a lot
Messy.
of people like to fight over religion and all that. But yeah, I know a lot of Iranians. I'm Lebanese, my background, and I have no problem with them.
Have you ever been to Istanbul?
Have you been to what?
Istanbul?
Never heard of that.
Oh.
See, Joe Booty doesn't judge a man by his labels.
I don't judge anybody, man. People can judge me all they want. I don't judge people. Everybody's good, Well,
no, this this fucking Istanbul. I heard it's fucking bad because it used to be like a gateway to the east, So it has every different type of culture and person and religion and everything in one place. I'd like to go there once before I die just to check it out because I've heard it's one of the most beautiful cities in the world.
What was that? I didn't know that.
That sounds pretty intense right there.
Well, it was.
It's just like the melting pot of cultures,
Yeah, it was the Eastern Roman Empire capital, and then I believe. Let me see if I remember my history. It fell to the Turkish Empire, I think, and then it became pretty much a Muslim-dominated city. But it's got every different type of influence you could think of.
That might be. It sounds familiar. Maybe I gotta look.
Sam Hill's 65 years old.
I was gonna ask you. I don't hear you much on the shows anymore. You've been busy.
Me? Yeah, I've either been. I guess if I'm not on, I'm busy because sometimes I'll have the time, but the kiddos will be up, or I won't feel like they're all the way, asleep for good, and I just don't want to be interrupted and shit. It's bothersome. I've got my room right by my it's in my office, and it's right next to the living room. So fucking, I don't know. I make sure everybody's good and sleepy before I start streaming.
Yeah. I miss my show. I have renovations right now, so we'll be back for a bit. We're having a.
What are you doing? You revamping the studio?
We're doing we're ripping all the carpet up on hardwood floor, and we're putting another wall there, and it's gonna look totally different. I think we're gonna.
You should put Kyle's carpet in your room.
Kyle's carpet.
He'll spit all over it for you.
You ever seen it? You ever see that that picture of his foot?
No, I haven't seen it.
I never see that picture either. Everyone told it to me. I never seen it.
Dude,
I don't know if Kyle is if he's an actor or just that's him in real life.
Bad actor.
Man, oh man, You know,
He's a method
such
actor.
selfish person.
Yeah,
Such a selfish person.
he's actually like I'm trying to think of a really good black actor, but I can't really think of what. Denzel
Is he a nice
Washington.
guy, or is that all act?
No, that's all genuine right there, Joe. I don't think you could act that.
Well, all I'll say is, and I'm not putting it out there, but if you happen to find his criminal record, you'll see he's not such a nice guy. He's actually kind of a bad guy.
What has he done?
He's got like aggravated assault on like a elderly woman. Been caught with like a bunch of guns. Been caught with what the hell else? We got like the weed charge was like the smallest one. He had a sawed-off shotgun.
Yeah.
He was charged with gang activity. It was crazy, dude. I was surprised. I knew that he like got caught with a gun or whatever, but when I saw the whole record, I was like, whew. And it stems all the way back to like 2008. There was like an offense at least once every 2 years. Pretty heavy one.
Yeah.
So that's why Kyle has to do what he does. I mean, literally, I don't think anybody would hire him, to be honest. Like, looking at that record, maybe Burger King, and honestly, he's better off.
Well, it's nowhere he would want to work. That's what it is. It's not anywhere he would want to work. He doesn't want to go to work in a factory, you know, or a warehouse.
Right.
You can't even have a criminal record where to become a broadcast, you can't have anything to do with anything. Like, you have to have a clean record to be in my.
You think Kyle's gonna go mow lawns? I mean, come on, dude. You think he's gonna go help? Because anybody can go help, like renovate houses. You go look at a house that's being worked on and figure out.
Would you hire him to renovate your house?
Me, absolutely.
Yeah, if I had to do some like, well, if I was doing like demolition shit and I had to like tear out like a tub and a vanity and a countertop and everything out of a bathroom, I wouldn't mind giving Kyle a sledgehammer and paying him a few bucks to tear that shit up for me.
He'd do it, but
what I'm saying is he could work. He could work. He could find work. He just, he doesn't want to work like the type of jobs that felons have to work.
If I were him, I would I'd get like a new social security number, and then I'd pretend I'm like an illegal alien. I'd probably
Hell
get
yeah,
a
they're better
shot.
off. Hell yeah, they're way better off than a felon an American. It's true. But that's like when you're a felon, that's essentially the jobs you can get though, are basically janitor, and cook and stuff like that. Is basically.
But even then, you get a job like that, Cosmic, and then they've got 4 kids, so they have income. Now they're not going to be eligible for state aid, and it's he's almost doing the best thing he can for his kids at this point.
Yeah. There's a lot of guys. Yeah, there's guys in that. There's a lot of people in that situation. I feel bad for them.
Yeah,
they don't have a trade they can do. Like I'm building a trade for myself, and I'm kind of doing it on the table. So like, if he could pick up, like I said, like what's stopping Kyle from mowing lawns? Just getting a push mower and fucking some type of bicycle that he can make a trailer, put a trailer on the bicycle, and ride that mower around and fucking mow lawns. Like nothing stops him from doing that.
You think I'm gonna do that? Get sunburned?
I mean,
this skin gets tacky.
sunburn, stupid.
You know what kind of SPF it takes to keep my smooth peanut butter skin the way it is?
I remember telling my friend Philly. He was from Philadelphia. His dad was basically the same situation too. He was but here's what's bullshit. Kyle actually has a decent like rap sheet, but there's a lot of guys who get caught up doing something. Like some guy will get caught up with a cutie. He might go do like a year in county jail, and then he'll get out and just pretend like, I can't, bro. You don't understand. With my type of charges, bro, I ain't never gonna get no job, bro.
I mean, he's got everything going for him. He's got kids. He's got a beautiful wife. He's got a house. Nothing stopping him. I mean, I think he's on the come up. I'm looking out for you, Kyle. This is just gonna be a chapter in your life, man. One day you're gonna be like a, I don't know, CEO or not our CEO, but a
CEO of that glass company.
Exactly. You guys love on air just you guys talking.
What's up? Oh yeah, we're on the air, man.
Oh yeah.
This is a show. What's in the world of sports, bro? Give me a sports nugget.
Well, some breaking news that Drew Brees passes Tom Brady and Peyton Manning for the record of the most TDs. I want to congratulate Drew. Unbelievable performance, 40 years old. The guy is unstoppable, and the guy has a lot to produce in the postseason this year. So congrats on Mr. Breeze.
I want to say that is actually a crazy achievement, especially being on a shitty team like the Saints.
Drew Brees, hop into
team,
Discord.
man. They're 11-3.
Sorry.
He is probably watching. But yeah, I don't like Drew Brees' hair, so that's all. I just had to add that. There's something about his hair.
All these 40. He looks phenomenal for his age, and he was talking to one of the reporters today. And he kind of got emotional because he says, "I don't know how much time I have left on playing this sport, and every time I come on this field, it's day by day I go, and he's phenomenal. He really is, and he is one of the greatest football players to play the game today. It's unbelievable,
Congrats, Drew. Well, all right, Joe, give me your top 5 QBs of all time.
In my books?
Mm-hmm. You don't have to put them in order.
Okay, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers.
Wow.
There's a lot.
All time.
There's a lot to put. I'm going to put Joe Montana. He wasn't in my time, but I'm going to put Joe Montana.
Okay.
And, it's sad to see, Jim Kelly. He goes to Super Bowl 4 times and 0 for 4, but I'm going to put Jim Kelly in the 5th category.
Does Dan Marino make it in your top 10?
Yes, he does, actually. He does.
I was wondering if he was going to slip in there.
No, I like Dan Marino. I think he's phenomenal. Just, every time he would go there, man, there'd always be something to screw up. It's like the Saints got screwed last year against the Rams, and the Rams went to the Super Bowl, but eventually the Patriots won the Super Bowl. So
wasn't it the 70? Wasn't it the 71 Dolphins that were undefeated? What was it? It was some team, the Dolphins, I believe it was, but I think they lost the Super Bowl that year. I don't know, but that's considered one of the greatest teams in football. I'll have to look that up one day.
Yeah. Well, you're looking at Tom Brady. Okay, they're 11-3. They're having an okay season, but I'm still not counting them out. You got Julian Edelman, you got Brady, you got all these veterans on this team. But there's one team you got to watch out for, and it's called the New Orleans Saints. And you got to watch out for the Buffalo Bills. They're 10-4. They're a team that can make the postseason and make a tough run. So watch out for the Bills. Nobody's talking about them as much as they should. But the Bills are one of those teams that can spoil the Baltimore Ravens. And people think you're probably nuts of saying that. But the Bills, watch out for them this year. If it's not this year, it's next year.
What do you think the Lions' problem is?
I think it's the owner upstairs. I don't think it's the coach at all. I think the coach is unbelievable.
So how can you have?
I think it's the Fords, but I think it's in the locker room. Okay, you got one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the National Football League, Matthew Stafford. I think he's phenomenal.
Yeah.
But you have no receivers. You know why? What's that receiver's name?
Calvin Johnson?
Megatron.
Calvin
he
Johnson.
Retired because, Calvin Johnson. I see Calvin play one time, in Detroit. He's phenomenal. But they treat him like crap in the locker room. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. So
dude, he was amazing when I went to see them. They lost though against the Vikings. It was probably like 6-7 years ago. But it was so intense, dude. When Stafford would throw a bomb pass and you'd see Calvin Johnson, it looked so surreal. It didn't even look like real life. You know what I mean? Like when he jumped in the air. Yeah, exactly, dude. Because when he would jump, it was like physically it was not even like a human being. As high as you could jump, as fast as you could run. And when he would jump up in the air, it was like slow motion almost, because all of a sudden you would just see seemed like millions of flashes from cameras and shit. And it's just like, holy fuck. And then when they would get hit so fucking hard. It's like, because I played football in high school, but, when you go to watch your own footage back, like in the locker room to play a game or, getting hyped up for next game, see where you fucked up. It's like you look like you're playing in slow motion. These guys were a blur, dude.
I'm telling you right now, Megatron, Calvin Johnson, is one of the best receivers out there. He retired at a young age.
Yeah.
But I don't blame him. How they treat him in the locker room, it was ridiculous. There's a lot of people I know, you know, from Detroit, and they were telling me they're friends with not Megatron, but other players in the locker room, and they're saying they treat like Megatron like a doll. It was ridiculous. That's why he left. That's why he left the game. And even Marshawn Lynch, you know.
Well, I was going to say the big thing with him too was we had at that time we had hardly any offensive line, so Stafford was throwing rush passes. We didn't really have a halfback. We kept cycling through. I think like we went through Reggie Bush, we went through Javid Best, we went through all these different dudes, and we couldn't get anything going. So it was always all right. Pass it to Calvin Johnson. You know, bomb pass it, let him get it. If he gets smoked, he gets smoked. If it's just he was getting abused out there, man.
It's sad, man. It really is, man.
He's a big guy too, you know. So like. The big man
6'5",
already,
6'6",
right? And he's heavy, he's muscular. So like the big man, I mean, breaks down quick too. You get a lot of knee injuries, ankle injuries, and shit like that once you get older. And
big old
he'd have been worthless anyway.
But I'm telling you, man, the Lions, they're a good team. They're like, they remind me of the Dallas Cowboys. But the Cowboys, they won last week. They just can't put a team together. And I think it's upstairs. I think it's the Fords upstairs. And I think if they get rid of the Fords. The team would change around. Like, look at the Bills.
Well, because the Fords aren't really trying to make. I mean, I guess they are trying to make money, but they already have so much fucking money, and it's just basically a free advertisement for them to sell Ford vehicles. You know, so
but fans are spending thousands and thousands of dollars to watch them every single week, and at least show a game. Man, you're losing against the Buccaneers. You should be beating You should be beating teams that are not even in the postseason. You're getting killed by the Buccaneers.
It's pathetic. I haven't watched football in probably. Well, I mean, besides here and there, I haven't watched it in like 4 years. But a lot of it just has to do with. It's just kind of slow for me these days. I don't know. It's just like I watch it and I'm like, oh god, another fucking commercial. Or
there's a lot of commercials.
A timeout. They're gonna analyze the play 13 different times before they figure out what happened. It's just too much for me. I'm like, dude, come on. It's like I'd rather maybe just watch the last quarter of the game. Why watch the rest of it? There's no point. They're gonna tell me what happened anyway.
Sometimes it comes down to the fourth quarter. You're right about that. I agree with
Always,
you
man. It's like the rest of the game don't really matter in football. You can watch the last quarter and you get just as much excitement as you watching the whole game. And matter of fact, especially when it comes to another team, the highlight reels are way better anyway. You figure out everything that happened. I don't know.
Well, you can base that. You can say it exactly because you looked at the Patriots and Falcons, that comeback. Well, that comeback, yeah, the second half, but the fourth quarter, that's when they came back and they went to overtime and won the Super Bowl. So came down to the fourth quarter again, So, are you from Detroit? Where are you from?
I'm from northern Michigan. I'm about probably 3 hours from Detroit.
Okay.
I'm up probably further north than you are.
I don't know if you heard of London, Ontario.
Actually, I've been through London, Ontario, through a blizzard actually.
Have you?
Yeah.
If you ever do come back here, man, or ever close, we'll go have a nice steak dinner, man. I'll show you a lot of good restaurants here, man.
Hell yeah, man. I went to the old spaghetti factory in Toronto, and then I went, you know what I'm talking about? Went to
Yes, exactly. And it's great.
Went to Medieval Times there, and then we went to, the fuck else did we go to? Some other shit. Went to the CN Tower.
I have never been there, but I heard it's good food up there, they say.
Yeah, that's awesome. Toronto was nice. There's a lot of Chinese people there, believe it or not.
I know there's a lot of actually mixed culture there. And they have Chinatown. It's all different cultures, like Chinese, Japanese, and all that. And it's actually pretty cool, actually, because it feels like you're in China, actually,
Know what I noticed there, though? You guys don't have, at least at the time I went, you guys don't have nutritional facts on your food. There's like no, like when you look at the back of like a Pepsi or something like that, there's no like this is how many carbs there are. This is how many.
Yeah, I don't know. We're really more about the sodium and calories. I don't know why we don't do that like you guys do. In the States,
weird
I was in
to
Pittsburgh. When I was in Pittsburgh,
what are you hiding?
I had all different kinds of things on the label.
All right, Doug, we got a guy in here. What's going on, Doug? What have you been up to, Mr. Farmer? Mr. Farmy?
Fuck me. No, I'm way beyond farming now.
I think farming is an honorable job.
You've been away for a long time, clickbait. He doesn't work on the farm anymore.
Oh yeah. Now go get your udder squeezer.
Fuck standing out in the cold pulling calves out of the fucking cow's pussy.
Hey, I'm not. You know what, Doug? I'm not even interested in what you do as a career. I'm just interested in Doug the person, man. So I'm gonna ask you a few quick questions. You don't have to answer them. Just so the audience gets a chance to know you a little bit better, okay? So, what's your biggest fear in life?
Biggest fear in life is just like everything collapsing and just we can't get money out of the banks and fucking everything goes all fucking to hell. Yeah.
So
That's
you feel it. So okay, all right. So you're kind of insecure about, the future of your family.
I mean, everybody's been saying it's gonna happen for a bunch of years, but
hey, guess what? Guess what? They don't know, Doug. Tax season's right around the corner, baby. They don't know about that shit, do they?
About to get paid.
No.
About to be raining in this bitch, man. Doug's doing just fine.
Economy's doing well.
Actually, I was driving my older daughter home last night, and I fucking hit a curb, fucking tore the whole fucking passenger wheel off my wife's car.
Oh shit.
So, yeah, so like, I'm looking at good $2 fucking grand or something to fucking repair that shit.
Were you drinking?
So I'm not in perfect standstill, but where are you at, bro?
No, I'm saying like were you having a few? I know that you like to. Your thing's beer. You're not like a liquor guy, but you like to have a few beers here and there, maybe a 6-pack.
Just drink beer.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. But I mean, you didn't have to get like a wrecker or anything like that, or a ticket or anything.
No. I was driving. I drove my older daughter home. I already dropped her off. I was driving back home, and where I live, the way I went back home, it was like a hill, and I couldn't, the brakes just wouldn't fucking stop, and so I was sliding. I'm like, okay, I gotta take this left-hand turn. And I'm like, either I'm gonna hit this van, which could probably have kids in it or something, or I can hit the curb. So I chose the curb, and when I hit the curb, it just jacked my fucking wheel.
You need some new tires, bro. It's all in the tires. Your brakes work fine.
No, I mean, it's a Subaru. It's all-wheel drive, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You need. How are your tires? You got shit tires on it?
No, I mean, they're not new tires, but they just got replaced like last year.
But if they put highway tread on there, man, you need some good snows up front, bro, because that's everything.
Yeah.
Think about it. It's the only part of your car that actually touches the ground. Snow tires make get a used pair of them from like a salvage yard for like $30 a piece or whatever, and slap that bad boys on.
It's a good ass idea, dude, bro. Yeah,
it is, man. I've been there. Fuck, when you hit that brake pad, you'll be like, and just stop, dude. Yeah, I live in fucking snow hell, dude. It's bad over here.
I was going down the hill, and it's like you could hear the little, cause it's a fucking Subaru. It's a 4-track or whatever. Mm-hmm. So the brakes were kicking, or like vibrating, like going down the hill, and I couldn't stop. Like they would not stop me. It's like.
I know everything about driving in the snow. Like a lot of people, they'll think, okay, I know a big dually truck.
If I had my normal car, my car that I normally drive is like a Kia. It's like a 2016 Kia, Monte, and yeah, that motherfucker stops when I slam on the brakes really hard. It stops, but when I drive my wife's car, it doesn't want to stop. It wants to play this game like.
No,
brakes,
that's
like.
Okay, so that means your brakes work perfectly. That's ABS. What that allows you to do, it's crazy. Okay, I'll nerd out on ABS for a second. So there's a sensor in your steering wheel that knows exactly which way you're wanting to turn. So back in the day, you'd have to hit the brake, tap it, and like turn and kind of veer this way, veer that way. Well, each one of your wheels has a wheel speed sensor in it that knows the exact speed of your wheel. And so when you hit your brake, what that sound is your car stopping different tires at different rates to make you turn exactly where you've got your steering wheel pointed. It's actually a good system if you have good tires, I promise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all in the tires.
When I turned, I was like, well, I can either go into this person's van or I can fucking hit the curb. And I'm like, well, if I hit the curb with my back wheel, I could probably just skid off it and be good. But what happened is it hit my front wheel and it just jacked the fucking. It basically ripped the fucking wheel right out the fucking shit.
Joe, do you drive at all?
No, but I'm going for my license.
Good for you, man. Dude.
I kind of feel like crap because I should have went for my license when I was 16 and had the opportunity to, and I feel like I put myself down.
Fuck it. You know what, man?
Seriously,
You gotta
I'm like
you gotta look at it. Hold on.
37, and I've
gotta
been
look at it like
driving
this.
big trucks and shit, and seriously, I'm nobody like. I've driven in the snow like tons of times. It's not the issue.
A little bit faster, Doug.
is-
You're kind of slowing down here. You're running out
I'm
of steam.
sorry.
It's all right. What's
No,
up? Hey,
I mean,
DeRosa, what's going on?
I'm just thinking about this big fat bowl Ross and I are gonna fucking smoke on Christmas Day.
Oh yeah, big bowl of what?
I'm having
meth?
dreams about it.
Fuck yeah, that sounds good.
Well, like I was telling you, when I get my license, I'm gonna get myself a 2020 F-150.
I'm sorry
I'm a
to bring
truck
you
guy.
down, guys.
Joe, you should get the new Jeep that has the 750 horsepower engine.
Joe, get a F350, man. Just go real big, man.
I'm a truck guy. I love trucks.
Get the
I
F350.
said to
Actually,
myself, I want to get a.
Jeep has a truck.
Yeah, it's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
If
and
I
it
don't get a
fucking
truck, I wanna get a
costs a lot of fucking money.
No, it's nice. It's nice, but I can't
Joe
look
can
at any
afford it.
car without thinking about towing capacity. And those Jeeps have I guess the Gladiator. That's what Frank's talking about. It has a decent towing
Jeep's
capacity.
gone crazy with their shit. They're like they
Jeeps
want
are nice.
so
They're toys,
much
though.
money. Yeah, but they fucking want a lot of money for them.
They're
I'd
nice,
rather
though.
get one of those little fucking what are they called? Those little four-wheeler fucking you can fit 4 people in them or something.
Cars are getting more expensive, Doug, but they're lasting so much longer. Like things that used to be controlled by linkage.
You can go,
Hold on, I'm talking
fucking
here,
play
fuckface.
around and shit.
If you got things that used to be controlled by linkage, like the shift cable and stuff like that, is all digital and electronic now. So it's like your money. Yeah, it's a lot of money, but dude, I'm serious. Like it's crazy how much more efficient and how fucking it kind of saves you money in the long run.
The new oil changes are every 10,000 miles now.
It's crazy, dude. It's getting way better. Cars are way better now.
And it's
Shit
pretty
doesn't
cool
break
that
down.
your steering wheel can park your car by itself. You don't have to even touch the wheel of the car.
Yeah, I wonder if you're going to get your license. I wonder if you'll be able to use a car like that and get away
That'd be
with.
really cool.
Be like, hey, fuck you, man. It's the car I'm driving. Parks itself, bro. You're fucked. Now
like,
that's
Some of the
really
some
cool.
of the signs, man. Some of the signs I look at, I have never seen these signs like in these books when I'm studying. I have never seen in my life on the road. I don't get it, you know.
Is it like? It's probably like a sex position meme.
Oh no, it looks like it's like two men standing beside each other, and there's like a shovel, but there's another shovel. It's like I don't know.
What is like? What is this? A Goodfellas reference? Yeah, I wouldn't know what to think of that either. I guess construction maybe, construction work going on.
Could be. I don't know. Doesn't look
Most
like
of the
it,
time, man, you just got to keep your eyes on the horizon, and so it's like playing Guitar Hero driving. It's like when you got to look, you can't look right in front of you. You got to watch a little bit further, and then know what's coming, and then you got time to do what you got to do. You'll be fine.
Those are things like I can play those games by myself, like all those games, like on PlayStation 4, and then I went on the internet and I tried to play with like other people, and they beat the shit out of me because they're so good. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, they're like
And then-
8-year-olds, and that's all they do.
And then
That
and
Rockstar
I was
game
like-
blows.
And then like the other day, I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I turned around, and then like my son pushed like 5 DVDs into my fucking PlayStation 4, so I can't get them out, and I don't know what to fucking do.
Dude, when I was a kid, I had a PS2, and my sister had a kid, and she was living with us at the time. And I came home, and the little kid stuck smeared my disc in peanut butter, and then stuck it in the fucking disc slot and stuck it inside there. I was like, what the fuck? It was done. I just threw it away. There's no, I can't fix this, dude. I don't have eyeglass
I basically got like
screwdrivers.
4 discs stuck in my fucking PS4. And I don't know
You
how
never
to
watched those restoration guys, like Odd Tinkering?
I tried to. Yes, thank you, Cosmic. Thank you. I did. I really did. And I can't get him out.
Is there a way I can turn Doug to 1.5 speed?
I don't have that screwdriver that gets it off the...
Yeah, you gotta order like those special screwdrivers for game systems, right?
I don't have that special screwdriver.
You gotta get it off Amazon usually. It's real cool clickbait, or like for me, I guess it's cool. Like basically, dudes will take like the old original Game Boy that had been sitting in someone's garage for 2 years, and like a dog shit on it and all this, and it's been stained with like cigarettes and coffee, and they'll send it to this dude, and he has all the chemicals to take off all the stains, and he opens it up and fixes the motherboard, and if the screen's glitched out, it's so crazy how if you knew how to use a soldering iron, and you knew how to open and look at a motherboard or like all that chip and stuff, like you could fix a lot of like the cell phones that break and we just throw them away. Like half the time, it's just a connection that needs to be cleaned off. You know, it's just developed gunk all over it and it's lost its connection. If you go in there with some alcohol, you might fix your whole entire problem. It's weird.
Oh, yeah.
Those guys make money. They go and they buy broken Game Boys and they sit there and troubleshoot and figure out what's wrong with it, and they can easily figure it out usually.
I can't remember what I did with that. I just left it, and I bought a new one like a couple weeks later. I was like, I'll just use it for parts. Like I didn't want to fuck with it. I was like, man, fuck this.
Yeah, you got fucking peanut butter all in there.
Dude, I was so fucking pissed, dude. I was like, what am I gonna do with this? You know, because if you open it up, it's like you void the warranty anyway. And then I probably would have fucked it up worse than it already is. I was like, maybe I could sell it.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I can put some jelly in that motherfucker and eat it. I don't know. What am I going to do with this thing?
Actually, I want to ask you a question, actually. What's the news on Sam Hill? You know, he doesn't contact me anymore. Is there any news on him? Is he okay or problems?
Oh, he's gay.
I don't care if he's gay. I don't care about his gender. I'm just talking about him personally.
He probably got like a really big dick that just like overwhelmed him, and he died and had a heart attack.
Oh, did you know that?
Well, that's what happens when you take big cock.
Okay.
Next question.
Take your word for that.
That's Sam Hill. Have you guys looked at his fucking shit? I mean, what are you talking about?
He told me one day I was at the mall and with my dad Josiah. He told me he wants me to be on this new show. He can pay for the phone and all that, half and half. And I thought that was legit and all that. And we were gonna have the show to good people and all that. And now, last 4.5 months, 5 months, he's kind of been off air and been shined away.
Well, Sam Hill's with Hostbuster now, and Hostbuster, I love Hostbuster. He's like he's a mensch, as they say in the Jewish community.
He is a mensch.
He's got a good sense of humor.
Short-lived with Ghostbusters.
Oh, well, you said Sam Hill is?
Yeah, he won't be there long.
What's going to happen? Do you think it's going to implode? He's going to make too many demands, and Ghostbusters going to fucking clap back or something?
Yep.
You know, I was thinking, Ghostbuster, that you could stay muted the first half of the show, and then
Is he a teacher?
you could put me on, and I could do Brando for 45 minutes.
I'm gonna sing some Dylan.
Let's not do that.
Okay,
Let's
yeah.
not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
You're really funny, man.
Let's not do that. No, stop turning. What the fuck is... Stop doing
You know,
that shit.
Cosmic, I have respect for
You're
Cosmic.
losing viewers because of it.
Cosmic
Stop.
has traveled the country, and you know
Stop.
that's
I'm
cool.
here to tell you to stop.
But he's also a
I'm here to-
man-child.
I'm gonna fucking yes, you fucking retard.
I think
You
Cosmic
got
is
me.
one of the most intelligent persons ever heard. I'll tell you
Is
that.
that what's
He's
Doug
smart.
saying? Doug, are you
Alright,
telling me
go
to
ahead.
shut up?
Hey, you got a problem? We can go in a personal room and talk about it if you want.
Ooh,
Sounds sexy.
You got a problem? You get my size 15 boot.
I don't know if that was a fight or gay.
Because it's not right what you're doing, dude. It's not right. I don't think it's fucking right. It's fucking stupid.
What's stupid?
Take it
General?
on. No, take it on Kyle's show while he's fucking streaming. Don't
Wait.
fucking do it here.
What are you talking
I'll
about?
come
We're
here-
talking
I'll
about
come
Sam.
here and
Who
play,
brought up
but don't
Kyle?
fuck with me. No,
Who
don't
is
get you guys
is
hating on
Doug
me.
confused? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's confused.
Am I confused?
We're talking about Sam, not
Okay,
Kyle.
I'll let you talk. I'll let
What's
you
your
talk.
problem, bud?
I'm not. It's okay. I'm not a problem.
No, I know that. We're just trying to figure out what I don't know. What's going on with you?
No, I didn't understand. what the
I'm
fuck
just
was
saying,
going
I'm
on.
just saying, Doug, you came at my man's clickbait sideways, and now I'm trying to figure out, like, what's the issue?
Clickbait.
I hope
I
nobody's
wasn't even
disrespecting
talking about
Cosmic.
click.
I think he thought the real Sam was here.
Okay, guys. I'm sorry, dude.
No,
Hey,
you're
anybody
okay.
disrespects Cosmic.
No disrespect,
Gonna
no
get
disrespect.
my size 15 boot. It's gonna go up that radical radish and candy ass. It's a fact.
No,
That's
I don't
right.
mind talking to Cosmic. That's fine. Cosmic's cool.
Is he though?
But then when I hear the other fucker, yeah, no, I hate that fucking bitch.
What's this guy's problem?
Sam.
Is that a death threat?
No, I don't like Sam. No, I don't. There's no death threat. No. I just don't like it.
Why do you have a problem with me? I've been nothing but kind to the general.
You do this weird shit and I don't like it.
Like what?
Everybody knows what.
You know, I had a show with Rostog that's got probably 1.3
I know,
thousand
and I
views.
played with you, and I didn't know what the fuck you were doing, and I was like, "What the fuck is this dude doing?" I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?" I give you respect, but the voices and shit. No,
Okay.
I give you respect. I'll give you respect for that,
Yeah,
but you
I'm
pissed me
sorry,
off.
clickbait.
Now
You
get
do
down
a
and
good
suck
to
this
us
dick.
Hostbusters, but if you're not J King, can no one top Sam Hill's J King?
Right.
I don't know why I'm echoing.
That's
I'm a cool
DeRosa's
dude,
bit.
dude. I'm not a drunken asshole. I play a drunken asshole on fucking Cyan's because that's what he does.
Oh, you want to please your
Okay.
master?
But when I'm here, no, anybody else. I can go on any other fucking. I'm just a normal fucking.
Why
dude,
don't
just
Why don't
trying
you
to
go on
hang
with
out and
apologies
fucking-
anymore? Would you like to go on that show?
Because I forgot what happened.
You should come to my show, buddy, if you like sports. Would love to have you on.
Yeah, you like
See,
sports?
I even forgot what happened. I would even just go back on because I forgot what happened. I don't even care. It's just stupid shit.
You know, I think what you should do, buddy. I don't know you, but you should go to the washroom, wash your face with cold water.
Oh, Donnie.
Take a sip of water, you'll be fine.
Donnie.
Where do you see that Gindaloon at? See here?
I heard
So
it.
Joe thinks you got a dirty face and you got to go wash it, and I think he's right. I think you need to
No, I
splash
think
some.
you should just go to the washroom, wash his face in nice cold water, and just relax, you know?
Take a
All
couple
you
of
guys
deep
are
breaths.
just playing,
It's kind of
like-
off today.
No,
It's like a
I
radish
get it.
and-
No,
Go
you're
wash in
playing-
between your nutsack
yeah,
and your leg too, because that
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
smells.
I didn't mean that. I'm just talking about his face.
No, that's what I'm just adding. That's like I'm piggybacking
yeah.
on that.
Oh, you're adding. Okay.
You're just playing shit. No.
Yeah, we're just playing, as you call it. Doug, come
What's
on.
wrong with playing?
listen. I'm gonna give you fucking
good
literally a
content.
minute. I'm gonna give you a
How
minute
many
to talk about
fucking- how
whatever
many
you
people are
want,
listening to this shit
uninterrupted.
Talk
Go ahead.
about what?
Whatever you want, man.
I don't
It's
want to
this
talk
is your
about
chance.
anything. I don't do this. That's why.
Are you a farmer? Is that what you are?
No, this is why fucking they call me Dead Air Doug on Kyle's fucking shit. Is because I don't talk. I don't fucking want to talk about this
Why do you
shit.
come on this show?
With ears like that, it's a wonder. I know you're a listener. Believe me.
I'm here.
That's a good
to
point, yo.
fucking-
That's a good point.
I will fucking talk to you if you want to talk to me, but I'm not gonna sit here and give you fucking.
God gave you two ears
content.
and one mouth.
Whatever. Call me a listener. Fuck off.
You're a listener,
Yeah,
not a talker. That's fine. Just listen. Listen. Is that why you say that?
Yeah, listen, like from fucking Rostov. Yeah, listen.
John Laurinaitis should be on the show right now. He'll tell me where to go.
You do say listen. If we interrupted you enough, you would tell us listen. I've got drops of it. Man, I made you famous, Doug. Don't forget that. Don't you ever forget that.
Don't ever fucking forget I love you.
All right, look it. We're gonna look up Doug's video. This is the video that made Doug famous.
Yeah, look up a Doug video.
Doug, you're gonna don't get uncomfortable. Don't get all weird, okay? Settle
It's
down
just
over
fucking
there.
funny, dude. It's just fucking hilarious.
Man
I know
beats
you're gonna
wife on
play.
Discord.
I know you're gonna play. And I know you're gonna play. And I know you're gonna
No.
play.
You don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you are. You're gonna play my wife fucking down in the basement.
Down in the basement.
That's what you're gonna play. Yeah.
Man.
when
Oh wait.
she came down
When
and
I typed that
fucking
in,
beat the
Sans
shit
came
out-
up for some
Well, I don't
reason.
know
Oh,
what that
that
is. Go
another
ahead and
one
play
you
it.
gotta get?
Click.
Oh, is that another one you
I
guys
think
gotta
I don't.
get?
I think I put it
Fucking-
private.
Oh.
You're safe.
Oh.
You're safe for now.
And I
only-
just heard. No, I just heard asshole helping you.
Oh, Cosmic.
Yup.
You don't call my co-host an asshole, sir.
Yeah. Fuck you, dude.
No, I just wanted to hear the video,
No,
Doug. I don't
he
know why you're
knows.
getting.
Don't you
No,
ever
he
come
knows
after
why I
Cosmic.
said asshole. He
How you
knows
doing,
why
DeRosa?
I said that. I love him, but he knows why I said asshole.
Mm-mm.
Doug, you just have that tough love that sometimes comes
Hey, you
across
stab
the
me,
wrong
I'm
way.
gonna stab you, dude.
Doug's a tough guy.
I know. I'm sorry, Doug. I didn't mean to disrespect
Fuck
you, bro.
dude. You
Let's just get
fucking
back.
be like,
So how often do you vape,
I'm
bro?
gonna be like, too, dude.
Let's just
What the
fucking
fuck?
get the vibe. Let's take the vibe back down, bro.
Here's a Doug video.
I'm
Let
good.
me come on.
I'm chill. What's up with
No,
you?
I'm chill.
Okay. Play the video, click.
It's coming. See? I subverted your expectations, Doug.
Day.
That's called
God
real
looked down on his
fucking
planned paradise
theater.
and said, I need a
What
caretaker.
the fuck?
It's called being real
So God
edgy.
made a farmer.
God made a
God
burn
said, I need
victim.
somebody willing to get up before dawn, milk
Yeah, but
cows,
I'm
work
not
all
a
day in the
farmer.
fields, milk cows again, eat supper, then go to town and stay
Yeah, but
past
you used to
midnight
be.
at the meeting of the school board. So
it's
God
in my
made a
You don't
farmer.
lose that. That doesn't go away overnight.
God said, I need somebody willing to sit up all night with a newborn colt and watch it die.
If I needed you to splint
video,
if I needed
sorry.
you to splint the leg of a baby calf that fell in a ice storm, you could do it for me. If I needed
If
you
I
to
needed you to start your generator or get your
if I
fucking
needed you to
car
inseminate a
started,
fucking horse, you could do it for me.
and if I
But not with
needed
your
you to
cock.
fucking drive a tractor. Can you drive a tractor, son?
I can drive a Kubota. I could
You
probably
drive
figure out a
Kubota?
Mahindra.
You could drive a tractor?
A little bit, yeah.
Like an old school tractor?
An old school, yeah, easily one of those, yeah. There's hardly nothing to those things.
What happened to Cosmic? Cosmic, can you
Cosmic's
drive an
here.
old
I'm
school
sorry.
tractor?
I'm sorry, Doug. I got a little spaced out there for a second.
Can you
I was
drive
listening
an
to this
old-
farmer thing.
Can you drive an old school tractor?
Nigga, no, I live in South Dallas. Why the fuck would I have a goddamn tractor for, nigga?
It's really
Can you
not that
drive
much
an old
different than a
school
lawnmower.
tractor? Do you
got
understand
throttle,
the gears are like totally backwards
speeds.
from what you would fucking deal with the
See,
fucking
that's my
standard
point.
car?
You're a farmer, Doug. That's my point. You never lose that.
Maybe next year.
But if you
I need somebody who can shape an axe handle from a persimmon sprout, shoe a horse with a hunk of car tire, who can make harness out of hay, wire, feed sacks, and shoe
I want
scraps.
to see that video.
What do you do now, though? I can't remember. Weren't you I can't remember what you do now.
Can any of you guys drive standard?
What? What's that mean? Like a stick?
A stick shift? No, I can't.
Yeah. What am I, a faggot?
No, I can't. I'm a faggot.
No, not Cosmic. I'm sorry.
I didn't grow up with a father figure in that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Me either, but I just
because he never drove a car. Like he's never had a car. So
Cosmic don't need a car.
I've had a car.
Cosmic's in the city. Cosmic, it'd be pointless for you to have a car.
That story.
I can jump on a bus.
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck? It would be a waste of money. You got to find a spot. Then now you got to pay for a place to park it. Then you got to pay for taxes.
I don't live in the city like that, but you know, still, they're all the same though. All the same.
Yeah. Okay. That's not bad then. Yeah. If you got a spot to put it, it ain't that bad then. But yeah, I mean, you got ways to get around. It's different. Like where I'm at, man, you ain't got a car, you're fucked. It's time to like, hey, can you give me a ride? 15 miles, go do this.
Exactly.
I guess.
If I ever have to drive somewhere I can't get on a moped, I'll just fucking do the Lyft or the Uber. Like, I don't really care. And I like to do that whenever I drink anyway, so I can drink and not feel scared of the laws or scared of fucking myself up.
I've never done Uber. Never.
I'm gonna respect chat for a second. DeRosa says a pedal start moped.
It's not a pedal start moped. Even though I was looking at one because they had one at this hood spot. It was real cheap, but
Tom says that Doug's a stay-at-home husband.
No, I work at a brewery.
You work at a brewery, so you're learning how to like put hops and shit and fuck with the distillery shit.
And that nigga sweeps the floor.
No, I need to.
That's a noble profession as well. Doug, what's going on? You're falling off now. Don't give up.
I feel like if we just didn't talk to him, he'd fall asleep.
Yeah, you getting sleepy, bud?
No, I'm not sleeping.
All right. I get worried about you, man.
I just don't have my headphones, dude. I'm listening to you through my actual phone. It's stupid. I wish I had my headphones. It'd be way better.
Tom said that you attached yourself to the vat of beer like a tick. I can see that. You're like a tapeworm.
No, I mean, trust me, I love beer. I love beer, but I love to make beer too. I mean, it's a good job, dude.
Do you find it hard being an alcoholic working at a place that makes alcohol?
No, not at all. No.
Oh, you can wait till the shift's
over. It's really like a work of passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. It's no. And
Doug's veins start itching.
You can drink sometimes. If you want to try a beer that we're doing a new run or something, you're like, oh, I want to try this. The cider makers will fucking let you try a beer, and they'll give you a good sized cup of it and shit. But I mean, it's you're not getting drunk at work or anything.
Not like Doug likes to get sauced.
No, when I get home, fuck yeah, dude. I drink. Motherfucker, I drink hard. I don't give a fuck.
He fucks up his wife's car too.
You're a goddamn American.
Well, I wasn't drinking then. That was way before I was drinking.
Are you like Frank from Shameless, kind of?
I actually literally got home, picked her up, and drove her to her house, and on my way home is when it happened. So.
AOC is so brutal. I don't even want to read his comment. It's uncomfortable.
AOC, listen,
I don't even give
Doug.
A shit.
AOC says Doug is proud of being a drunk, full father and husband.
Can you do it, motherfucker?
Hey, AOC said
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Can you do it, motherfucker?
I dig you working at a brewery. I think that's a good place for you.
Oh, I love working at a brewery. It's fucking great, and I love it.
It's fun, right? There's lots of young pussy walking around that you get to look at.
No, there ain't none of that. No.
There's a bunch of old guys with beards.
There's no pub?
No, I mean, we get a discount on our shit. But...
Yeah, but I'm saying there's no pub attached to or down. Okay, so you work at the legit.
Well, across the street is a bar. Yeah, we can literally leave work and go to our bar and get a $20 discount or 20% discount. Yeah.
I was thinking you were working at a place that was like a half bar, half brewery. I figured like you were like there was young waitresses there, and
I'm on the line. I just make beer.
oh
Like,
fuck, that's a lot less cool than I thought it was gonna be then. Yeah,
I
you're
just
working with a bunch of
can't-
disgruntled like middle-aged dudes.
No, there's not disgruntled. No, they're all good.
Oh, they're cool
Everybody's
guys.
cool. Yeah.
Do they pick on you?
I work with a teacher, and I work with a fucking like a bunch of. No, they're all good, dude.
Is it temporary work?
Huh?
Is it temporary
Part time,
work?
probably.
No, it's full time.
Well, you said you work with a teacher.
Yeah.
No, I work with. No, his wife is a teacher. He just works.
Oh,
But it's
okay.
full time. It's
Oh, okay.
Did you think
I'm
that
sorry,
like
I'm
that
sorry
jobs
I
work like the
clarified
flu? It just
that.
passes
Yeah,
like
yeah.
airborne.
Yeah. No, it's
His
all
wife-
good. No, like.
His wife's a teacher, so by proxy, he just caught teacherism.
No, he's cool. Like he plays Dungeons and Dragons still. He's like one of those nerdy guys. He's like in his 30s and he still plays Dungeons and Dragons. Like he meets up like fucking what is that show? What the fuck? Why am I having a brain fart?
Dude, that's what I'm trying to tell you, Doug. I really want you to just try not drinking and smoking for like a couple weeks and see how sharp you get. See how the wit will get there. Listen. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was listening.
I'm talking about like the Big Bang Theory. Like freaking, he acts like one of those fucking guys. Like
like a nerdy douchebag.
Like he makes money, but he has a wife. His wife's a teacher, and they have kids and shit. And he actually goes out after work and plays Dungeons and Dragons.
So what you're saying, it kind of like amazes you that these people have all this energy to just go out and fucking like do shit after work.
No, it amazes me that they're in their 40s, and I never got into this shit. And it's
that shit. No, but what do you get into? You do something with your free time when you go home.
No, it's cool. I don't care if you.
Dude, I'm talking to you. Settle down. Relax.
Listen,
you're with a friend.
Cool no, I'm saying if it's cool if you want to be like that. Like if you want to sit and play a card game for like 2 hours or 3 hours, whatever, how long it takes. But it's not me. I don't even have time.
I understand that. I don't do it either. I don't think Cosmic's into that shit. But my point is like, you do something with your time.
Well,
it's like this, Doug. Listen for a second. It's like when people go to church.
I got a PS4.
A lot of people go to church because they just want to be around other people. Doug, are you not? Does he just not listen and just barrels over people?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
So like when people go to church, for instance, a lot of people, they might not buy into all that shit, but it's just a good feeling. Like they go there and they hang out and there's other people there that they talk to and they catch up, and it's like a gossip place kind of too, I guess. So like, do you go to church at all, or what do you do with your free time besides this stuff?
Christmas.
Dougie?
Cosmic.
Oh, this nigga muted me.
I didn't need it.
What's wrong, Doug? What do you need? What happened?
Is he seriously fucking telling me the meaning of Christmas?
No, he's just asking what you do in your spare time.
You don't play Dungeons and Dragons. What do you do?
I get drunk.
Oh
and
man,
smoke cigarettes.
That's
and
not
I
what I
go
wanted to
bed.
hear, Doug.
Because I don't have time. I work 10 hours a day, bro. I get home and my kids like have an hour before they go to bed.
When's the last time you went out on a date with the old lady?
And then I go downstairs in my basement, my secluded place, and I smoke cigarettes and drink beer and fucking get high. What's the problem, bro?
I'm not. Hey, you're assuming there's a problem. So like, when's the last time you think you maybe like you don't get a whole lot of time with the old lady to go out and do stuff and mingle?
Whenever she asks me to, and she hasn't asked me to in a long time.
That's a problem, though. Doesn't that hurt your feelings that she doesn't, make time for you, even though you guys got a lot of kids and a lot of responsibilities, that she doesn't put you on her priority list like she should?
No, it's not about that.
Well, wouldn't you like to spend some time with her? Go out and do something? Go have some fun? Even like go bowling or something like that?
Go to the movies.
Okay.
I just want to make you feel better. I almost called you Jeff because your name's Jeff on the, but I just want to make you feel better, Doug. I'm pretty good at analyzing situations and figuring out what's going on, getting to the roots of people's problems.
The roots. Nothing.
Is that her right there? Does she hear me? Listen, sweetheart.
Baby, we're going to TGI Fridays.
Yeah, exactly. Just put your foot down, Doug. When it's about stuff like that, you can put your foot down and it's okay. She ain't gonna kick you out. Just say, God damn it, I wouldn't drink so much if you'd fucking take some interest in me. Spend some time with me.
Well, AOC did say that Doug is about to get domestically abused again.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to find Doug's domestic abuse thing.
Yeah, go ahead, since he doesn't want to talk.
I can't find it. Pop Vulture Inc. If anybody can find that and put it in here, that'd be great. I think I might have put it on the down low. I was afraid of getting, because it's from a certain person's show. Whatever. Well, that's all right. Everybody should go over to DeRosa's anyway. I'm getting kind of running out of... Actually, I could talk for another fucking 10 hours, to be honest, but I don't want to hold anybody. Cosmic's probably got shit to do. And DeRosa's got a show to do, and I don't want to be what they call a hassa.
Today was what was called a rain day clickbait. So I did everything I had to do today.
That's beautiful,
fortunately.
Man. Well, hey, man, if I'm doing it next Monday... What is today, Monday? I'm so out of my fucking... Or I guess technically it's Tuesday, but... Yeah, next Monday I'll probably stream again if you want to hang and chill, man. It was fun.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right, talk to you later, man.
Next time, brother, next time.
Peace, nigga. I think what I'll probably do now is just play the rest of that Nikki video for AOC. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. Let me take a look. Oh man, what a fucking piece of shit I am not having this ready for you guys already. I can't see the chat right now, guys. Sorry.
Wait, I have Scrib as a friend
I
already.
gotta get that video off, and number one, it plays every time I get into this playlist, and it's getting annoying. Maybe what I'll do. Maybe what I'll do. Just play this video. I like this video.
No, he does. Oh,
That's why I played it. That's why I played it.
I hate this guy.
That's why I played it.
What is with this fucking guy, man?
That voice. That's why I play it. Oh, this is so quiet. We can't have that.
To a young man named Steven Crowder. Who's he?
This is a young Steven Crowder battling Amy Schumer.
On why abstinence remains a punchline despite offering plenty of benefits to being friends.
I'll be back, guys.
Benefits. Forget that abstinence leads to approximately 0 STDs or studies that show, at least in successful marriages, it's the unbeatable bond of trust that's the real prize. Yes, says Crowder, there's no more worrying about your significant other cheating on you because partners can be supremely confident in their respective self-control, unlike the inventors of the new South American butt dance. That is an injury. That is just
That
unusual.
is not
I think you got a
acceptable.
concussion. That'll put me off sex forever. Steve, here's my question. It's admirable. When do you stop? When do you stop with the abstinence? How will you know it's time?
Well, once you have a ring on your finger, obviously. The only way to know for sure is once you're married. And of course, people know I'm a Christian. This column is not at all pushing faith in anybody. It's just talking about the actual benefits. If you really want to argue for abstinence,
big
you can
poof
stop the
of
argument.
hair.
Be
He even
abstinent,
had that crazy
don't get sick
hairdo
and
when
die.
he was a
But
youngster.
I can say from personal
I think he's
experience
only like
it does build a bond of trust. Constantly hear women, how often you hear,
22.
well, don't you trust me?
He's young. He's real young right here.
So of course I don't trust
It's that old thing like I wouldn't join a club that would let me into that club.
Right.
It's she's going to sleep with me.
And Amy Schumer was like
I
think she was like a giant star. She was just becoming a big star.
Also, if I sleep with a guy on the first date, usually if a guy holds my hand, he's going to wind up. So here's the thing. I don't think that women.
Crowder never
should
heard
use
that word
sex
at this
as a
point
bargaining
before.
chip, and a lot of them do. If I want to sleep with someone, I do it. And I am a monogamous slut. Can I say that on air?
I think you can.
Great.
That's not what we're worried about.
But what I'm saying is, I have a higher risk of disease. I also have a much higher risk of fun.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is to prove my point by saying that, you don't think it should be used as a bargaining tool.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as, the kind of point of the column is that abstinence is the one taboo issue regarding sex. I mean, it's like, oh, be a dirty stand-up comic. You're cracking new ground there, Copernicus. But once you talk about abstinence, everyone all of a sudden, they put you, like, right now, we have to talk about it. Because who is this kid who's talking about abstinence who,
Well, it's who's this kid?
Comedians who talk about abstinence are shunned by the community. Change my mind.
Who's 23, you don't know who you're going to be sexually yet. So to talk about it with such authority and arrogance.
I don't know who I'm going to be what?
You don't know who you're going to be sexually yet. You're going to be into really weird things in about a decade.
Oh, I have no doubt. I have no doubt. Yeah.
Trust me. And the thing is,
But I really do want to do.
But there should be no confidence.
Yeah, he'll be like into hanging himself with a bed sheet in a Evel Knievel costume. That kind of weird shit.
And you slip by the dirty comedian thing, but honestly, you call yourself a comedian, but you don't do it that much. Like, I go fishing a couple times a year, but I don't introduce myself on TV as a fisherman. Wow.
Well, it's not really personal for a concept about abstinence. I'm saying the whole point is that someone can get up on stage, we even talk about it in the column, and talk about anything dirty that they want, but the second you mention abstinence, people, they pucker with discomfort, like, oh no, we can't talk about this, and you're vilified as judgmental. Statistically, it's the healthiest thing to do. It is conducive towards a better marriage by a 25% spread, both physically.
It only takes that one person, though, and there's no contract that the person.
James. All right, hold on. Ken TV here with another man on the street. What is your name?
My name is Will.
Okay. What do you think of pop culture today?
Pop culture can get a little weird. I like it though.
He meant pop vulture.
Or pop music, that's what I meant.
Pop music, like, define pop music.
Like, what's popular?
You know what? I collect a lot of vinyl, but I do enjoy some Taylor Swift every now and then.
Okay. What about other popular music?
Did you hear her new Christmas song?
I didn't hear a new Christmas song.
Okay. We're going to go on to the next question. What do you think of the economy?
Oh, I think it's booming.
The economy is a little better than it was back in 2008.
All right, I'll also get you in here since you're answering. What's your name also?
James.
Okay. All right. What do either one of you think of the president?
It sucks.
I'm not political. I'm not religious. I believe in God, and I think that Mickey Mouse can run the country because there's too many people underneath him that run the country. So
Yeah.
I don't think it really matters who the president is.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the funniest person ever?
The funniest person ever?
Yeah.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Rodney
Okay.
Dangerfield, 100%, and Andrew Dice Clay.
Oh, okay. And you asked Andrew, he's going to say him. Yeah. That's Andrew. That's Dice.
Dice. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And what's your favorite sports team?
My favorite sports team? American.
You?
Georgia Bulldogs.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And the Yankees in baseball.
I wish the
Right.
Rangers won.
Yeah. So is everybody else.
My dad is
I
an
used to like
Island,
the
my dad's an
Rangers.
Islanders fan, and
I like that. Okay. All right. What's your favorite band?
my favorite band of all time is Jawbreaker.
Is what?
Jawbreaker.
Okay, don't know that one. You?
My favorite band of all time?
Yeah, all time.
All time.
Number one.
Number one. Rolling Stones.
Okay.
Runner up?
Mine is the Doors.
The Dwarves?
Doors.
Doors. High five. Love the Dwarves.
Yeah, high five.
Love the Doors. Hardcore bands, Kill Your Idols, Sick of It All.
Oh, mine Black Flag all the way. Hardcore band.
Black Flag,
I
100%.
only know his hardcore band. That's what I was
But Black Flag is second all time anyways. Yeah. They beat the Beatles. I mean, the Beatles are great, but they're not Black Flag.